stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
Ball carrier.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
It's a game.
Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
He's going to run again. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a carry here for Hilliard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to pay him for it pretty good.
A gain of 7.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. The Buffalo and Houston, 2 up-and-comers in the AFC, and you may remember they met in the wild card round a season ago. That game most likely To be remembered for the Deshaun Watson play where he spun away from the two defenders before finding Tywan Jones for a big play late. And that game went into overtime, tied at 19, before Kaimi Fairbairn won it with a field goal in the extra session. Quick throw complete into the flat out left.
The pass.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Calais. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Calais.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. The left side caught by Diggs.
The pass.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
It is good. Makes the score Bills 7. Texans nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Back to throw, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
42-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Texans nothing.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. A big-time play there for the Texans. 58 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there.
Lindsey on the carry.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
At the line of scrimmage.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Quick throw completed by Watson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown.
Dontrell Hilliard, 96 yards, and the Bills will extend their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
The pass.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Texans.
They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Bass is good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On second down. It's Lindsey, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be second down.
It's second down.
He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And Brate, the tight end's got it. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kiki QT, 46 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. At 25 the mic. We're going.
After the interception, here's Watson. Caught left side by Hilton. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, Johnson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
David Johnson.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Watson. Complete. He finds Brate. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Faking the give. Now Watson. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Lindsey. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Second and goal from the 1.
Second and goal.
One more time with Lindsey. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. and he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Now it's Watson.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. 2nd and 15. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Hilliard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll run again with Hilliard, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 13.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They will run with Singletary. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Escaping, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Bernardrick McKinney gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 12.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 49 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9, from the receivers.
Tyler
That meant
Bass
fly
to
route,
kick off
go.
for Buffalo.
Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
Throwing again. Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 10 yards.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Now left side on the swing pass. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson forced out to his left. And almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Watson. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hatchet. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They run. It's Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and it's third down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Check safety, check safety.
From the gun, Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Check. Crouch. Crouch. Hey. In the car. Watch 24. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 No. Off. Hey. Switch gears. Hey, 25 to the mic. We're going 25. Go.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Flush to his right. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Dancing to his left. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans cut into that lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route-running ability.
To the air yet again, Watson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
37. Texans 20.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hilliard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Tonight's final score.
The Bills are moving on as we say so long, everybody. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. From Houston.